and a safeguard. Basically, ethics rules for the computer user which have to know is: do not use computer to harm other users. Do not use computer to steal others' information, and users are responsible for safeguarding their users' ID and password. They should not write them on paper or anywhere else for remembrance. The ethic of using the internet, which is we shall not use the internet to harm the other people. We have to just use for the ourselves only. There is no intention to access the other data illegally. Here are the importance of having ethical rules in using the internet, which is essentially protects individual online for predation. They prevents the breach of privacy, identity theft, interference with work, and unlawful use of proprietary software, among the other events. A computer ethics govern the behaviors of using a user, online services, and data back. So in the internet of things, we have to know about that. First of all, a term internet. Yes, of course, we are already use the internet and we are well known about the internet. So it's also known as a net. Net is a one type of a combination of multiple strings. Similarly, in the computer networks is one of the largest networks that links millions or trillions of computers all over the world. We can access this network via communication devices and media such as modems, cables, telephone lines, and satellites. No one knows exactly how many computers are connected to the internet. It is certain, however, that this number are in the millions and are increasing at the rapid pace. Let's check it out. If you want to know how many computers are connected to the internet, I am just going to find out in a Google. See, the answer will be there are currently more devices connected to the internet than there are people in the world. Internet now connects a staging 10 billion device today. Okay, 10 billions. And this is the figure of lump sum figure. Okay, not exactly the figure. Next, have a questions are there. How many computers are connected to the internet in 2020? In 2016, there were 180 million connected devices in the US, with the further 65 million devices that were internet capable but not yet connected. By 2020, the number of connected devices was forecast to rise to 260 millions. Let's find out in India how many computer systems are connected to the internet. In India, see the result. As of April 2016, India has 17.05 billion subscribers of wired broadband connection, with giving us backend estimation of It's estimation of how many PCs are being used in a country. Here is one of the new questions are there. How many Indians have a computer system? Let's check it out. While 24% Indians have a own smartphone, only 11% of household possess any type of computer, which could include a desktop, laptop, notebooks, netbooks, palm tops, or tablets, etc. Next, about a questions will be how many people in India have the internet facility? And internet in India began in 1986 and was available only to the educational and research community. It was publicly available from 15 August 1995. As of 2020, there are 718.74 million active internet users that comprises 54.29% of the population. It's a huge amount of figure. So same is internet is one of the major reasons why people buying computers these days. Through the internet, the society has the access to the information from all around the globe. The internet enables us to read the latest news, do research, shop, communicate, listen to a music, playing games, and access a wide variety of information, which has truly revolutionized the meaning of connection. Any person who gets connected to the internet, who gets connected to you, we can communicate with anyone on the internet, and it touches the lives of everyone. Success in today's world required knowledge of the internet. Without it, you miss a tremendous source of goods, services, information, and communications. Here are the basic term of internet you have to know. First one is www, a World Wide Web. Second one, web page. A web page is a single document on the web. A web page can include a collection of text, image, sound, and video. In the internet, which is consists of billions and trillions of pages covered almost every topics. When we are want to searching something on the Google, said searching out a lots of links according to our searching word, right? So there is a many billions and trillions pages are there in a Google server. Third one is website, a collection of web pages related to same topic. This is called a website. A website is organized by different companies or organizations such as schools, hospitals, or even individuals. Nowadays, we can see everyone have a website. Even any little bit shop vendors, a medical shop also have its own websites. And now it's a very cheapest in a market. Just you have to make 99 rupees per month. You have seen the advertisement on the television. GoDaddy.com, right? This is a service provider to make a website very easily. But a few sites require either a password or a paid subscription to access their content. Like we are using Amazon Prime to watching the series, web series. Okay, so there is a subscription we have to purchase it from the Amazon. Next one is web server. A web server is a computer that stores a web pages and makes them available on the web for other people to refer to. Like we are using a Google server. There is a lots of information are stored by multiple people and millions and trillions people all over the world. If we are going to search something regarding that our information, so our that required information will be fetching out from that people who are posting that information on the Google server. A web server is usually a powerful computer or a capable of handling thousands of sites visit at a time. Next one is a web browser, which is most important things in an internet accessibility. It's a one type of the mediator or bridge between to access the internet services or a user accessibility. A web browser is a software program that allows you to view and explore the information on the web. Some popular web browsers, which are Google Chrome, Microsoft Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Netscape Navigator, Opera. Many more web browsers are available nowadays. Next one is a web portal. About the web portal, which is specially designed a website that offer a variety of internet services from a single or convenient location. Most portals offer this free of services, search engines, news, sports, and weathers. Web publishings, yellow pages, stock quotes, maps, shoppings, and emails, and other communication services are known as web portal. And these all are having a free of cost. Like we are accessing the news from the Google, just log in www.divyabhaskar.com, abpasmita.com. Okay, so this all having its own portal to posting their daily newses. Okay, and that's are free of cost. Next one will be a URL, which is known as the backbone of internet. Uniform resource locator, form of URL. Each web page has a unique address, which is known as URL. Here we can instantly display any web page if you know its URL. Some example of URL like we all are know about it: www.google.com, yahoo.com, ambepublicschool.com. This is the website of our school, right? So this is the identification of the website. The next one will be a link. So link is a kind of cross reference to another web pages. Means one multiple pages are connected together via hyperlinks. So it also called hyperlinks, which is a built-in connection to another related web page or the part of the page. A link can appear as an icon, image, or text. When you click the link, the other page load into your web browsers automatically. Nowadays, many of the different type of links available on a websites, like if you are open amazon.com. Okay, so there is a thing about laptop pictures are there. Just click on that laptop pictures, a details information are open in the new pages regarding the laptop. Okay, so that's images are known as a hyperlink image. Next one is internet service provider, who provide us to internet services. Like we are using a Jio, Vodafone, Idea, BSNL, right? GTPL. So all this kind of internet service providers companies that provides the access to the internet for a monthly fees to connect to the internet. We must sign up for an account with the internet service provider, and there are several type of service providers who will offer us a different services and benefit at different cost. Nowadays we are getting a different type of offers, like purchase this 249 rupees of Airtel subscription, of monthly subscription of Airtel. You getting the Disney plus Hotstar for using 28 days, Amazon Prime services for 28 days. Okay, so this is a such type of offers which is providing internet service providers company. The main ones are, here is the companies are there: MTNL, BSNL, Airtel, Hathway, DEN, Disnet. We also know that BSNL, Airtel, Idea, Geo, and nowadays we are accessing the latest one, Geo Fiber, which is a very high speed network, right? Next one, a homepage. Homepage are the main pages of the any website, which is known as the homepage. The starting page of the website, which is called a homepage, and it is a similar to a book cover or table of content for a website. It provides the information about the site purpose and its content. The initial homepage that is displayed is the one selected by our web browser. We can change the homepage at any point of time, and many sites allows you to personalize the homepage so that it displays the area that is interesting you. Next one is important topic of this chapter: IP address and domain name. As a IP address, it's just like a postal system that need address to send the post at a specific or fixed location or a destination. The internet also uses the such type of addressing system, which is known as IP address, to send the data to a computer at a fixed or specific destination. An IP address, short for Internet Protocol Addresses, is a sequence of number that uniquely identify the location of each computer or devices which is connected to the internet. It has four group of number that are separated by a period. The number varies between 0 and 255. For instance, the number 153, period 25, period 15, period 10 are known as the IP address. The first part of IP address are IP address identifiers and the networks, and the last part identifies the specific computer. This all numeric IP addresses are difficult to remember and used. Thus, the internet supports the use of a text name that represent one or more IP address. Like we are using the URL of that any company like www.google.com. So we are not remember that about the URL or IP address of that Google. So it will be converted into the IP address to domain name. Google.com are the domain name, and this is the IP address of in a numerical values. Like Google also have its own IP address, which is we are not remember very easily because every services have its a different IP address like this. So a domain name is a text version of the IP address, and the domain name is a part of the web address that we type in a browser address bar to access our website. Since the domain names are in alphabetical order, they are easier to remember. See. Next one is protecting yourself from potential threats on the web. Protecting ourselves means understanding and preventing a number of security and privacy problems while using the internet. It is important when we want to send a personal information like our bank's account or credit card number over the internet. If you do not take measure to protect yourself from the potential threats in the cyber world, you and your computers could become the target of the cyber crimes. Nowadays, in a corona pandemic, this such type of cases are very increased because all over the world, people are only go through the internet services and accessing the internet services in a higher ratio of that uses, like students, employees, teachers, professors, everyone can access the internet more than these days. Cyber crimes are those instances when a person illegally accesses your computer for malicious reason. Here is the list of the different type of threats that we are out there, along with some recommended precautions which we have to take to protect ourselves. First one are the name of the viruses are soft spyware software. A spyware is a software program that gets installed on our computer without our knowledge or consent. It can be downloaded from the website like websites, then after email messages, then after instant messages, then after direct file sharing connections, then after if you are going to use internet access without any security, like without installing antivirus in your PC, it can also enter in your computers while installing a software. This program secretly gather data from your computer, steal your password, and displays the advertisement and takes control of your web browser. Here is the such type of precaution of that software. Use an internet security program to protect your computers from the spyware and other security risks. Second one, install a personal firewall, which is known as a software that protects the network resources from outside intruders. Next one, do not accept or open any doubtful error dialogues from within the browser. If you are getting the any such type of advertisement on your computer system, close it directly without open it. Next one is do not accept free deals because spyware may comes as a part of free deals offer only. Next one, also carefully read the end user license agreement. Uh, End user license agreements, which is known as EULA, at installation time and cancel if the other programs are being installed as a part of desired program. Next one will be a pop-up ads. It is also known as the one type of the main source of viruses. Right. So a pop-up ads is a sort of advertisement that disturb your web browsing by appearing in a separate browser window on top of your current window. Pop-ups are irritating and many also be dangerous because clicking item in the pop-up window can cause spyware or viruses to be installed on your computer. Here we have to take the precaution about this pop-up error. We can use a pop-up blogger or pop-up block advertisements in a browser. There is many different type of pop-up bloggers add-ons available in a Google Chrome. You can use that. So how to open it? Click on the Google, open the Google and search in a Google Chrome browser pop-up blogger add-on on a Chrome. Then after you can find out many of that pop-up add-ons in a Google Chrome. See, here is a pop-up blogger. Then after many different type of pop-up bloggers available in a Google Chrome. I'm clicking on the first one here, pop-up blogger. See, you have to just click it on that and install in your browser. After that, you haven't getting any pop-up message or irritated advertisement on your PC. I already added pop-up blogging in my browser too. You can see over here. See, you can see the ABP top of the page. There is a 10 advertisement will be blocks are there, and after that ABP Ad Block Plus, right? So this is a service provided by a Google Chrome. And after that, you can use the safely browsing.